Alright, I bought this thing like this. They were nice enough to save the legs, but they did not have the screws, which I'm going to pull these and see. When you see a radio that has a plate on the bottom like this that can be removed, it's pretty damn amazing, because what it means is that they thought about how it would be to repair this thing, and all the final transistors are right here. This is extremely similar to my other stereo, except for I think this one's a little bit better because it does the A and B speakers, so you can do biamp wiring. The other one I'm going to show you is over here. It sounds quite good for a Sony. The front of the stereo, as you can see here, it's made out of metal. Okay, when you have a stereo made out of metal in the front, made by Sony, it's not generally a cheap Sony. And okay, so I meant to push this. The door is not solid metal. I've heard people comment about that, but so anyway, this is a STR db1070. Anything over 1,000 is usually Sony's high end. And the DB, I don't know. I've seen DE. I've had some flagship Sony receivers that I found at the thrift store that were like, you know, in the thousands of dollars new. It didn't sound good. It didn't sound as good as this. I've had a couple of really gnarly Pioneer Elites, super fucking heavy, tons of power, like 150 watts a channel, 8.1, 7.1, whatever the hell. It didn't sound good. This one here is around the year of 2000, so it's on the cusp. And what I found is that stereos of that time period can sometimes be really good, but they don't ever sound like a stereo from the 70s. This Marantz is a really big disappointment to me. Not that it doesn't sound good, but that it doesn't have enough power. And there's no preamp output, so you can't enjoy the sound of it. And I don't know if it would sound good going into a preamp. It's just like, okay, well, it sounds great, and it's 30 watts. And that's it. You're done. It's 30 watts. You can't get more power out of it. I think the bare minimum nowadays, you know, maybe 30 was pretty good back then for certain stuff. But what's interesting about it is it has a lot of power at a low level. Like really good bass. The dampening of the amplifier or something must be the reason why. The only other stereo that I have that's extremely impressive that you wouldn't think would be is this Yamaha integrated amp from 1984-ish. It's actually what I should probably have hooked up. It really does sound good, and it is 100 watts, so it's powerful. And it has auto class A mode and all that. I would say it's, you know, an honest 100 watts. Some of these new ones aren't really what they say they are. So anyway, we can get these screws up here and see if we have any kind of screws that might fit this. We're going to hook this one up. Well, that's going to be a pain in the butt to find. Not a normal size. Alright, so I had to get the drill out. I had to drill these down a little bit. They go like this. Some of them have tabs on them, some of them don't. So all I can find is these ones right here, and they're a little bit short. So that's why I countersunk them in there. So this one's got the tabs broken off, so we'll have to just kind of put it in there. And just go like that. Oops. I don't want to go too tight with it. I don't want to go too far into it. And I don't want to pull threads out or anything. So this one here. They must have took these off when this thing was new. Alright, so I had to take a little bit more out. Okay. Alright, I figured out why it didn't fit. Because these are specific to each side. The locating pins are different. We'll pull this one out. Okay. I'm trying to do this without messing it up. Yep. So it's made to sit on this one. I thought they would be about the same. Interesting. I don't know why. It's like they don't want to go in. That one of them I think is mushroomed out. Alright. Alright, so I just got to be careful with these. But yeah, you can see these ones are chewed up. I mean, these got taken off like when this thing was new. Some random crap that I'm doing. Making a thing for a lamp. One of these ones. Like this. Oh. Alright, so as you can see, these are very similar. This is a STR db930. This is an STR db1070. This one probably sounds better and it has the A and B speakers. I have no idea why they took that off of there. This also has the bass boost right on the front. And I think the EQ is a little bit better. This one does not have the bass boost on the front. And speakers on or off. What's the point? Stupid. So anyway, we're going to swap this one for that one. So thank you guys for watching. And yeah.